I'm smacking the game about. I'm smacking my chain about. Keep my name out your mouth. Keep my name on your mind. I'm about getting the grind. I'm about holding the floor. Coachella, give me some more. It's about to go off. Off, yeah, bong, Bali. That means it's ready and good. That means it's big in the hood and I'm big in the hood. It's good. What they talking about? About to just take them out. Everything, everything. Everything, everything.
It's the hottest DJ in the world right now.
All them DJs, they ain't see it coming.
I be getting in and I'm about to show you how.
Man, you ain't know. Better start running.
Special occasion, I stay ready cause destiny impatient. Changes, I've been seeing changes. If you talking fire, then we speak the same language. And mine don't ever get extinguished. Could count my friends on one set of fingers. And they trying to cut the supply, but my energy is at an all-time high. Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, I feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live, I'm extra live. And I don't need improvement. Fell asleep, a man woke up superhuman. Pressure turned me into a giant. A thin line between living and I'm on the edge and I might just dive in. No turning back, man, I'm ready to go. Coming with me or I'm going alone. Changes, man, I'm talking changes. On a crash course, but I ain't afraid of danger. Now let me give you what you came for. Coming up, I'm coming up. Feel the rush, I feel the rush. If this ain't legendary, what you call it? I said if this ain't legendary, what you call it? Feel the vibe, I feel the vibe. Extra live, I'm extra live. And I don't need improvement. Fell asleep, a man woke up superhuman.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everyone. We'll watch the Los Angeles.
And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared to go to work on the road. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The bronze likeness of Lakers great Magic Johnson that can be found just outside the front door of our locations at AIM, the Staples Center. 2 Western teams have run the gauntlet. Only here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Jackson. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Paul George, and Harrell's in at the center position. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Anthony Davis is out there with Howard, and it's Rondo in at the 1 spot. Jackson against Rondo. Jackson with the bounce pass. Here's Leonard. It's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
It's LeBron with the drive. And the dunk by LeBron.
So many of his points have come from within inches of the bucket. I mean, he lives to attack the rim.
Here's Leonard. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Outside, Davis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Lakers shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
At the line for your Lakers, Anthony Davis. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Outside Leonard. First quarter, just over a minute played. The Lakers with the rebound. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk to Doc Rivers a few minutes ago. He said a lot of people are doubting us, and that's a good thing. That's motivation for our guys to come out and try to prove people wrong. But it's going to take a big effort. It's going to take execution. It's going to take hitting critical shots, which, as we know, is especially difficult on the road. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Playing him tough inside there, preventing the layup. Now get the whole team pumped up.
They get it again. A second chance effort. And James with the layup. James has got his second basket.
There's not a more tenacious player than LeBron. That's the quality you need on the offensive glass.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. And it's Leonard missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And here's Rondo. Green passes to Davis. Just 5 on the clock. It's up a 3. It's good from long range. Davis has got 5.
And the soft jump shot there of Davis. You got to respect his perimeter game.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Leonard, no luck.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Right, he take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
It's deflected. Davis kicks to LeBron. Shoots over Leonard. Rondo. The Lakers rebound. Kicks it out to James. Another miss by James.
Oh, their goal on D is to not give him any clean looks from long.
Here's George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you got to bring much faster help than that. Coming off the screen, LeBron showing the poise. He does this play time and time and time again.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game, the fans aren't always ready.
Yeah, and sometimes, Greg, it's the most subtle move that make the biggest difference.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Morris comes in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Danny Green. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Harold. Patterson comes in for Marcus Morris. Patrick Beverly is checked in for George. Lou Williams is subbed in for Jackson. Now here's Caldwell Pope following the shot by Patrick Patterson. Caldwell Pope pushes to Rondo. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Leonard attacking, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Now here's Rondo. Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. And it's Leonard missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent deep, avoiding fouling, got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Here's Kuzma. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Leonard looking over the floor. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Rondo against Patterson. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Seconds left to play in the first quarter. Outside Rondo. Morris against Patterson. 6 to shoot. And there's Morris. Basketball is tipped by Rondo.
I love the strength of Morris. Even with suffocating defense, he wheels these shots in.
Leonard on the wing. Shoots over Kuzma. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 10 points in the game.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Outside Rondo. Pass to McGee. Back to Rondo. For the 3. The shot. No good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing up freezing game inside. It is working for them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. See what this quarter has in store for us. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. If you have a favorite matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. JaVale McGee is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Kuzma and it's Kuzma. That's the Laker 5. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell Pope. Clippers trail by 6. Now Zubac still looking for his first bucket in this one. Caldwell Pope against Beverly. Pass to Patterson. From the arc. No good that time. And the Lakers going the other way now. Here's Caldwell Pope. He is hauled in by Beverly.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable. Good aggressive work down low.
Leonard on the wing. The trade gets in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Outside Rondo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Lakers.
The first free throw is good.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for JaVale McGee. Davis comes in for Markieff Morris. James checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Green in for Caldwell Pope. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Harrell, he's checked in for Zubas. Morris comes in for Patrick Patterson. George is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Now James, following the three-point attempt from Montrezl Harrell. And it's Davis missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to protect points. But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at
three. Green against Williams. And Green gets it to go. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talking about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 3-point lead. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Jordan. The Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. That ties the game.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set them up.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
All right, Staples Center, look who's coming on the floor. Come on and get loud for your Laker girls. All right, that was your Laker girls. Make some noise, fans.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Trying to break it.
See that?
King James with the dunk.
I love how fierce James is, a ferocious dunk artiste.
Now, here's George. Morris tried to free himself up. A nice shot by George.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Over in the corner, Green jacks up a 3. That's
a
good.
three.
Coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Green's got 6 points.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
18 feet out. And it's George missing.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
Howard can't hit. Clippers trail by 3. Jackson has the open look. The Clippers rebound. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. It's George on the wing. Clock at 4. Goes back up. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Here's James. Howard trying to free himself up. The shot by LeBron, no good. The Clippers have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. So they take the lead. And it's 7 points for Reggie Jackson.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Green with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Green against Morris. Here's Howard. That shot off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. From 20 feet out. That's good for George on the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 5 here tonight. Lakers trail by 3. LeBron James on the wing. Defended by George. Second chance shot. And he's tapped on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Always an adventure from the line. One of the few blemishes on Howard's career.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. JaVale McGee's checked in for Rondo. Markieff Morris comes in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for James. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Green. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Patterson comes in for Morris. Leonard is checked in for Lou Williams. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jackson.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got his perfect position to alter the shot.
And the soft-spoken Leonard is now an elite talent in this league. An athletic forward who leads by example.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game. And he can't get the first one. Cook is checked in for Dwight Howard. And he sinks the second. So it's the Lakers now. They trail by 3. Here is Cook. Kuzma outside. Passes it to McGee. Shot clock at 5. Here is Cook. Defended by Beverly. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. And the Lakers making a change here. Caruso's checked in. 24 seconds left now here in the second. Beverly with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. With the shot. Drained for 2 points. And the Clippers lead by 5. Here's Caruso. And some good action to the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Clippers on top, leading by 5. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking out open shots.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Halfway home, tonight's Western Conference Finals battle. Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. We've had a great view of all of the action. Well, for the Clippers, they hung tough in what was a closely contested first half. If what we've seen in Game 1 so far is any indication, we're going to have quite a series on our hands. And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
What an atmosphere in here as we return to the action of the Western Conference Finals. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Man, he's been running wild through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
We've got a moment upset the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Clippers. They've got here. Marcus Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the 2-spot. Here's Leonard. LeBron grabs the miss.
He makes a lot more of those than he misses. Not sure what threw him off right there.
Green against George. Back to LeBron. From past the arc. Here's Howard. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Now, look, once Howard establishes himself inside, it's a problem, which is why the defense chooses fouls.
Lakers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And both free throws good for Howard. So it's the Clippers now. It's a 3-point game. Outside Jackson. Shoots a fader, and Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 16 points.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Davis. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Clippers leading by 5 to the inside. And Harris shoots it in.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And the Lakers call time here.
And he's been trying to do it all himself, and it's not working. He's going to force his shot. You got to focus on moving the ball and keeping everybody involved.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. James looking around. The Clippers grab the miss. Harrell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The open shot from Jackson. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got his 6th rebound on the night. Rondo against Jackson. They kick it out to Green. Back to Rondo. And there's the pass to Green. 5 to shoot. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers leading by 7. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George. Just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Morris against LeBron. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers return. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Williams, he's checked in for Paul George. They get the rebound. And it's Davis missing. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Outside, Green. Fires for 3. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Here's Jackson with the 3. The rebound by the Lakers. They need this one. Nice spin out the left rim and in. That's 7 points for Anthony Davis.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punch.
To the middle. Here's Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Assist goes. Jackson's got his 7th assist in the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
LeBron against Leonard. Pass to McGee. Outside for Rondo. Over Jackson. Rondo. No good.
Defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
Morris throws it down.
Morris really rises up to these jams, leaving no mistake as he finishes with authority.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Some changes for the Lakers. Morris is checked in for Anthony Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Rajon Rondo. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Green. And then for the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Patterson comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. And it's the Clippers' ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. Lakers on D. They trail by 11. Leonard tried to bank it in, but he missed it. 1:43 left in the third. Morris kicks to McGee. Pass to Kuzma. Beyond the arc. That shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Leonard with no one around. Good on the triple. Leonard's got 7 now in this quarter.
His energy level has never dropped in this game. I mean, he's working his tail off. And the D struggling to keep up.
The drive by James, and it's in there. LeBron's got 10 points in the game.
I like the intensity from James, using his speed to knife toward the rim.
1:02 left to play in the third. Beverly with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Morris with the pick. Anderson against James. Yes, that goes in. 12 points for him.
The biggest fear any opponent has, I mean, watching LeBron go to work inside of him, you know what the results are.
There's 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Beverly. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Beverly's a guy who loves physical contact. He tries his best to absorb the contact on his shots to draw these fouls.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. 34 seconds left in the third. And here is James. He's got 12. Tipped away. Morris finds Caldwell Pope. Back to Morris. 4 on the shot clock. McGee's shot is off. Leonard against James. Lob pass to George.
He's having a great night from the floor, and they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
And the Lakers call time here. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, he is on a major role today. This time out was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Make some noise, fans.
Here's LeBron. He got it up. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What?
Ladies and gentlemen,
He shows the ability to hit huge shots. That's got to fire him up.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands. But he's the man in charge.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer. Has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Markieff Morris is out there with help. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. That's the Laker 5. Here's Morris. And that one goes long. Clippers leading by 11. Here's Williams. And the rebound goes to Howard.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Kuzma can't get it to go.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Nice work to get it inside and contact.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Rajon Rondo's checked in for LeBron. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. Leonard hits them both. Lakers trail by 13. Here's Rondo. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
You know, he's proven to be capable at sinking that mid-range jump shot. Rondo has to be respected from that part of the floor.
Count it.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Markieff Morris.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Green. Off the left rim and out. Clippers leading by 13. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Morris. The Clippers also making some changes. Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubac, and it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly.
Wow, and Jackson is just crafty down inside. He has such a quick release that even taller defenders can't get to it in time.
Got a piece of it. Davis kicks to Kuzma. And they double up Davis. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And the Clippers have possession. Here's Green. No good on the shot. Excellent D there from George.
I don't know if it's been the main factor. This off night has definitely been one factor.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blower.
Oh, man. What amazing speed and body control by Jackson. Once he penetrates inside, he's searching for the foul on his shot.
First free throw is good.
And no matter what, one of the big positives they can take away from this game is how well they perform at the line. And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Outside, Green. Here's Davis. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Puts it up from 17. And the Clippers miss again. Lakers trail by 17. On the wing, Green. Defended by George. Three-pointer. The Lakers keeping it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And he gets it to go.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket. Oh, the officials are all over that.
And that one falls for Jackson. And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Oh, and Jackson is not just a terrific shooter, but a fantastic defender as well. Uses his great speed on both ends.
That one is off.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Rajon Rondo.
He hits the second from the line. Clippers leading by 15. Pass to Harrell. Back to Jackson. And the Clippers miss again. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. He kicks it to Howard. LeBron outside. There's the triple. Leonard with the steal. Now Jackson. The dish to Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 8 now on the night. The Lakers with the ball. 17-point game. Rondo passes to Davis. And it's sent back by Morris.
Just fantastic defense from Morris, getting right in the face of the shooter and coming up with the rejection.
Rondo finds James. And he's good on the free ball.
Last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him substitution.
And the Clippers call time here. They're leading by 14. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
What a way to start the series. If this game is any indication, he's going to be an unstoppable force the next few games. Here's Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 after the free throw line. That's one of Davis.
How great is Jackson at earning these calls, especially from the interior where he's very crafty.
And he's good on the second. And the Lakers call time here. They're trailing by 15. 1:33 left in the fourth.
All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time!
.133 left in the game. And here's James outside. The Clippers grab the miss. George has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And if ever there were a way to kick off the NBA Conference Finals, this is it. It's going to be a table-setting victory here in Game 1 for the Clippers.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Leonard.
They needed someone to do the heavy lifting tonight, and he was their man, scoring every way he knows how.
It's good. Rondo's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Rondo, as good as it gets in transition, whether he's shooting or passing, he tends to make the right decision.
And it's Rajon Rondo with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to see shoot the line. He has been automatic.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Joakim Noah is checked in for Harrell. JaMychal Green comes in for Morris. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Landry Shamet subbed in for George. Caruso, no good. Clippers have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Here's Jackson. The Lakers with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Morris, no good.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer, and the jumper is good. Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 18.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who's the better team.
Quinn Cook!
Now, here's Shamet. And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Free throw good from Shamet. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Timeout called the Lakers. They're down by 17. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free T-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
Here is Cook. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Noah. So the Clippers winning this one easily. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where is your team's attitude right now?
Continue to play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.